So I was talking about finding the niche, finding your audience, delivering to the audience, all those things that you should actually keep in mind, not just when you do YouTube or Instagram or any kind of social media, but in general, if you are a creative and if you use your creativity for work, then of course it does make sense to find your audience and deliver to them, adjust your offerings to the demand. There's no two ways about that. That's a given. If you just decide to do your own thing, then chances are you do it for yourself. Unless you're one of those really smart designers that are actually in reality artists who manage to sell their art as design and become famous designers. Well, I think it's a little bit like the fashion industry. A lot of them do art that is just cool, just beautiful to look at, that draws attention, and people love it, and then they buy whatever the company actually sells under that name, even though it has nothing to do with what the designer or artist is actually doing. But okay, let's not talk about these. That's a totally different thing. It's, as a normal creative, as a designer, photographer, writer, you probably do have to adjust your offering to the demand. But there's a limit. That's called authenticity. A couple of other limits. There's, for example, the fact that if you're usually best doing what you enjoy doing, so if you really have to bend over backwards to deliver something that is not you, but you think that is what the market wants, chances are, that you are probably not that good in doing that than the people that actually do it because they love doing it. We are all different. There are people that are good in doing one thing, there are people good in doing other things, and in general I would think it's best if everybody does what he's doing best and what he feels most comfortable with, and okay, there are of course smaller and bigger niches, and the people that are feeling really most comfortable with doing mainstream are probably the ones that are most likely to succeed commercially. That's probably a fact, unless you are again one of those artists that are lucky enough. But still do what you believe in and do what you enjoy most, and that should in theory lead you to success. It's also because that means that you are more authentic. It's you put more of yourself into something, and you are you're simply better in doing so. You are actually, if you do what really what's really coming from you, what is really unique to you, then you can deliver something that in best case only you can deliver, and nobody else, or at least nobody else, can do it as well. And I keep on joking at least that this would be my best protection against any copycats anyway, because mainstream is probably the most easy to copy and most likely to be copied, because people suspect making the most of the money there. So if you have your tiny little niche that just gets you, running, chances are that nobody else bothers with it, or chances are that if you are, if you're good enough in doing your social media rounds, that people then spot a copycat, 5 miles against the wind, because they say, hey, that looks like, that guy. That's, again, the theory. No, we are never completely safe. There's always somebody that does something, but I think I would just think it works. So the important thing is be authentic, be you, be inspired by others, look at what others doing, but don't then just go and do the same, because if you copy me, you won't be as good as me. No chance. It's look at me, look at what I'm doing, draw your conclusions, and do your own thing. Easy as that. This way we can still be friends, because you're not copying me, I'm not copying you. And we all find our own niche, and we find our own clients, and I think that's how things work. It's also, I'm not getting better by putting anybody else down or stealing from anybody else. So I am best in what I'm doing when I'm doing my thing, and I feel best, and that I think is also a very important aspect, because let's face it, we are spending a lot of time with our work, so we better make do work that makes us feel good. What else would feel good? If you hit the like button, and if you subscribe, if you tell anybody else that might actually benefit from listening to me, spread the word. I would be super duper thankful, and until then, see you next time.